Hi again, everyone, and welcome to another episode of RV Business Capital Talk, sponsored by Excel. I'm Rick Kessler, and he's Gary Gerard, and we're from RV Business. And joining the two of us today is Mike Hesse. Mike, of course, is the owner of Blue Ox. 99th year of business for Blue Ox. It's pretty remarkable. Congratulations.
Very good, Rick. Very good.
Thanks, Mike, very much for joining us on a especially wonderful weather afternoon down there in Pender, Nebraska.
Yeah, Rick, can't tell you how much appreciate coming on RV Business. This is fantastic. Love the opportunity to talk with you and Gary. Sorry we're missing out with Sherman today, but it's all good. So I really appreciate you guys having me on.
All right, you bet. Hey, we talked a little bit at NTP Stag this past year. And at that time, you were talking about some new products you guys were coming out with: receiver hitches, hitch steps, trailer levelers, mud flaps. How's that been going? And the other big news, I think, was the powder coating of everything. So, yeah. Can you talk a little bit about that and how things are going with that?
So I think we'll start there. Right, Gary, is 14 months ago, we completed a massive plant expansion here in Pender, Nebraska. And at the core of that plant expansion was our TTX e-coating paint line. So in essence, what we're doing is we're electrically coating all of our steel products that are running through our facility. And with the combination of dipping those parts and electrically cleaning them, electrically coating them, and then powder coating them, our products don't rust. So we've done all the different salt spray tests. So now our tow bars, our base plates, our weight distribution hitches, our fifth wheel hitches, now, and more importantly, our receiver hitches that we launched back in March of this year, that our products don't rust. And it's such a unique selling proposition. No one in our industry has that. And one of the things that Blue Ox is known for, and what we're constantly striving for, is the highest quality product that we can deliver for our customers. And what we don't like seeing going down the road are, rusty receiver hitches, rusty tow bars, rusty weight distribution hitches, what have you. Our powder, what we're doing with our TTX paint line, our products will never rust. So it's just another selling advantage that Blue Ox has that makes our products best in the industry.
And then you're moving into those other product categories, like Gary mentioned.
Yeah. So the RV industry, we've been on a wild ride. Right. And we've been in business for 99 years. I worked for my dad back in high school and college back in the 90s. But then I went and did my own thing for quite a few years. When I got back in the industry back in 2017, we were already on a nice run where the RV industry just kept increasing year over year. We kept growing. Retail sales is what I'm talking about. And, we peaked, obviously, we turbocharged that during COVID and peaked in 2021. Well, obviously, we've been now going on a 3-year slide in regards to the downturn in RV retail sales. So Blue Ox has always been extremely dependent on the RV industry. So as being good stewards of what we have going on, and for us being in business another 99 years after today, we wanted to diversify. So we started getting into more products that are also geared towards automotive. So the receiver hitches are huge. Obviously, it's a part of RV dealers do it. A lot of hitch shops do it, but it's a huge automotive product, and that's taken off really well. We've got a decent product portfolio. We've had some customers that have been great. Feedback on the product has been phenomenal. So we're excited about growing it. We're just on the ground floor. But the beautiful thing about this plant expansion, the idea is that we're going to continue to grow, whether that be both not just in the RV industry, but in the automotive world as well. And we've got the capacity to be able to do it. So it's quite exciting.
Mike, is it primarily aftermarket, or are you on the automotive side, or are you hitting some of the OEs?
All aftermarket.
Okay.
So we don't live in the OE world, and right now our aftermarket's our focus. That's where we're going to live.
Gotcha. One of the other things I wanted to ask you about is maybe you're done or still in the middle of it, but you've been visiting a lot of your dealer partners over the last few weeks, months or so. How's that been going?
Years. So, all right, I'm sorry. Keep going.
No, I'm just curious what your dealer partners are telling you. What's it like out there?
So we've been on so the whole Blue Ox team, right, including my wife and I, have been out on the road grinding hard the last couple of years, right? In a declining market. The only way you're going to grow is through grabbing market share. So we've been doing that in a major way, being able to go out and really push and promote our value added products, which has been great. The dealer sentiment is still, obviously there's caution out there. We're fortunate. We do business with a lot of the larger dealers, and we do business with a lot of smaller dealers as well. So going out and seeing everyone, we have SSI data through March. March was now off 17%. Depending on which Q1 reading you're looking at, we're down 13 to 15% for the year. I will tell you, only a few dealership groups were actually up in April, citing very low comps from April of last year. Some were about even. Vast majority were down. So SSI data will be down again in April. May's a little early, but from where we're going out, it's activity's picking up, but we're still down, right? And I think if you look at this year, just from the general sentiment of everyone I talk to, and I'm huge into listening to what the publicly traded guys are doing, whether it's the RV manufacturers, it's our dealership groups that are publicly traded, or our competitors that are publicly traded. Everyone's citing that retail sales are probably going to finish in that 335,000 to 340,000 range. So how I'm looking at it is we sold 367,000 retail units last year in North America. So if we finish where everyone's projecting, that puts us down 8 to 9%. So we're starting the year off, we'll call it 15%. That means at some point in time, we're going to, the comps are going to start getting more comparable.
Right.
And the hope here is that there's a bottoming out that happens at some point. Hopefully by Q4, more than likely Q1 of next year, or even Q2, right? We need some tailwinds, and I don't think that's going to happen until the Fed starts easing rates, which your guess is as good as mine, but it's probably not going to happen until post-election. So I think the industry is in better shape for 25. We will find a bottoming out at some point, but it may not be until next year.
Were you, or are you surprised at all at what seems to be a really prolonged recovery?
Well, yeah. Because I didn't live through 2007 to 2009, right? So we've got some absolutely phenomenal dealership partners that have become fantastic friends, fantastic mentors. And I've been trying to draw on their experience, right, of going through those times. And, so it's helped us to adjust our business and how we're doing things in a major way. So, yeah, no, I would have thought that, I think there was a general sense coming into this year that the RV market was bottoming out. A lot of the groups that I talked to were forecasting increased sales, albeit small, increased sales in 2024 compared to 2023.
Right.
That obviously hasn't materialized, more than likely won't materialize. So I think if you look at it, we're in a very similar trend to what we saw 2007 to 2009 before everything started bottoming out in 10. And then we saw an 11 to 12 year run of positive growth. So the hope here is that at some point, we are going to bottom out whenever that is, right? Hopefully sometime within the next 9 to 12 months. And we're just going to, and then we'll just start moving higher as an industry together.
And in the meantime, while we wait for that bottoming out, the smart players, Blue Ox being one of them, is making the necessary steps so that when it does return, we're ready to rock and roll.
Well, absolutely. And, I can't tell you how much fun it is being on the road, right? I won't, it's not for the faint of heart, right? We're out there grinding quite a bit, but it's so great to get out and see your customers, meet new people, meet new friends, right? And and get to talk about what you have going on, what they have going on, and then finding common ground on whatever else is out there. So we're more than anything, we're out having fun and really, really enjoying ourselves. And at the same time, we're just finding out so much of what's going on. Like I feel, I go back to it, we go back to 2020 and 2021, man, did I think I was a genius. And, the reality is I didn't have a clue what was going on. The one thing we did as a company is we made the investment 2017 to 2020 of really investing in automation.
Yep.
Our plant's in Penner, Nebraska, great rural workforce, but town of 1,000 people. So we can't scale through labor. So we scaled through automation. So we sold a lot of product because we had it. And what that did, though, is it gave us that in. It gave us that in with a lot of different dealers, right? So we picked up some short-term market share, but we're now turning that into long-term market share, which is just it's a lot of fun, and it's really rewarding to go out and see these different customers. Everyone's out there grinding right now, and it's fun to see my friends that are running these different businesses and just to see what they're doing, to keep everyone employed. Let's make it through these tough times and let's thrive together going forward.
Go ahead, Gary.
Yeah. What kind of response are you getting from your dealers regarding the new products and the new finishes?
So it's, a couple, right? To the current customer base that we have, they are floored at the additional quality that we bring to the table. You go in, and I love going into the shop, right? I don't care. Every time we go in, we talk with customers. I want to go in the shop and I want to talk to the technicians. I want to see what they think about our product. They love it, right? They love installing them. They love the fit and finish to them, just the quality. And it's so easy for them then to communicate that to the customer, right? And for the customer to see the quality that we have. And again, we live in such in my world, the aftermarket world is a very commodity-driven world.
Sure.
And we've just come up with value-added products that are different, but they're better for and again, fit and finish better, yes. Not rusting better, yes. But the usability of our products are so easy for the consumer to use. I mean, that was the biggest thing why we got into automation in the first place, was to make our products easy for the technician to install and then easy for the customer, the end user, to install it as well. So that's where we've been living for the last 7 years. Obviously, that started with my dad before that, right? That was his mentality, quality, make things easy. He obviously passed that on in a major way to me.
Awesome.
One of the questions I have for you, and I got to preface it because conventional wisdom has always been when new unit sales are down, the aftermarket at least ought to be holding steady because people are looking to upgrade or fix, hang on to what they have and fix what they have. Are you seeing that aftermarket business at least holding steady for you?
So we're a little different, right? So aftermarket, a lot of different products, right?
Sure.
We're not serviceable products, right? So like the guys that are holding on to things, the sewer hoses, right? All those serviceable items, they kept up for a longer time.
Yes.
We're all steel based, right? Basically everything we do is steel based. We are very dependent on new unit sales.
Okay.
Right. That's where we ramped hard during COVID, right? And where we fell off hard in 22. So we're very dependent on that. I will say this, that the dealerships, rightfully so, about middle of last year, right? Call it Q3, everyone, especially in Q4, handwriting's on the wall. Business is down, going to be down. So they started reducing their aftermarket parts inventories. What we're finding is that a lot of dealers, where normally this time of year, they are stocked through summer, maybe even fall. Yep. We have so many more of our customers, and better yet, potential customers, that are very hand to mouth on products. So that's a good thing. It means the industries, the dealerships have right-sized their parts inventory, just like they right-sized their new unit or used unit inventories.
Okay. Fair enough, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Gary, should we let him off the hook?
Yeah, I think so.
Nothing else, guys? Good to go. We're good to go.
Yeah, thanks so much, man.
All right. Well, I appreciate it. Welcome to be on anytime. Love talking with you guys. Really appreciate the opportunity.
Thank you, Mike.
You bet.
All right,
thanks so much.